Welcome to Knit TV. Today's episode is brought to you in association with the Craft channel and busymits.com, the online craft social network.
Okay, so this is going to be how you Kitchener stitch or graft the toe of a sock. So you've got your stitches for your toe split evenly across 2 needles and a length of yarn, about 12 inches or so depending on the number of stitches you're using, and I've got that thread onto just a darning needle. And to set this up, you're going to push the stitches fairly close to the end of the needles so that they'll be able to slide off easily. And you start by pushing your needle through the first stitch on the front needle as if you're going to knit it, and then slide that stitch off, drop it off the end of the needle. And then the next stitch is to that same front needle is to put the sewing needle through as though you're going to purl the stitch, but leave that stitch on the needle. So then you go to the back needle and put the needle through as though you're going to purl the stitch, and again drop that off the end of the needle. And then for the next stitch you put the wool through as though you're going to purl the stitch. Then you're going to move back to the front needle and put the needle through as though you're going to knit it. It can be a little awkward sometimes getting the needle through the loop, and again just drop that off the end of the needle. And the next stitch you'll put it through as if you're going to purl it. Just make sure that your wool isn't getting caught around the needles. Just pull it out of the way. So again, you're going to move to the back needle and put the thread through as if you're going to purl it and push it off. And just going to work like this across the stitches, and they're gradually weaving them together. You can actually pull the thread a little bit tighter once you've done a few stitches, just to actually make sure that they're joined together properly. So just keep working backwards and forwards between the 2 needles, then back to the back needle and purling the stitch and pulling it off, and then the next stitch you'll knit, put it through as if you're going to knit it. So you just keep working across the stitches, making sure you catch all the stitches as you pull them off the needle. So on the front needle you always put the wool through first as though you're going to knit, and drop the stitch off, and then the second stitch on that same needle you'll always put it through as if you're going to purl it before you move on to the back needle. So in the back needle you always purl as if you're going to purl the stitch first, and then pick it up as though you're going to knit it. And just keep pushing the stitches along to the end of the needle as you need to, without them actually dropping them off before you've caught them all with the thread. So just keep pulling the wool fairly tight as you do each stitch. for the back, so put the needle through as though you're going to purl it and drop it off, and then as if you're going to knit and leave that one on the needle. So the front needle as though you're going to knit it and drop it off, and then the next stitch as though you're going to purl it. Right, and you do this until you've just got the last 2 stitches remaining. Okay, they will have already been caught by the thread once, and then the one at the front you just put it through as if you're going to knit like you would do before and drop it off, and then the back one as if you're going to purl it. And you can pull your needles out of the way and just pull the thread tight, and then just tuck the thread through down onto the inside of the sock, ready to just darn the end in. And that is your Kitchener toe with an invisible join.